What's up everybody, Chris here once again on CD2 Films. It's been way too long, yes I know, but I'm back making videos and that's all that matters. So for our first video back, I am doing reviewing a photography project I did this semester. I took photography this semester, if you guys didn't know. If you guys haven't followed me on my personal Instagram account, the last couple of posts I've done are the photography projects. Because of COVID-19, we haven't been able to go to campus, and so we had to present it one way or another, so we did it on Instagram. So I decided to go back and kind of talk about every photography project I did this semester, and probably other projects for other classes this semester, last semester. So yeah, so as of recording this week is finals week, and so I figure why not go back and go through the projects. And so for the first photography project was Alphabetography, where you went through to figure out if you could find shapes, like essentially find the alphabet with everyday objects. They couldn't have had any actual like shapes or like lettering in them, so you couldn't be like, hey, that's an L and it'd be an L or whatever. So it was pretty interesting, and so this is the ones I picked, and so hindsight probably will suggest some of these aren't as ideal as I probably could have done, but what are you gonna do? So of course we're gonna start with A. So A was a step stool, which looking at it now, I mean that's kind of the A I was looking for. I probably should have zoomed in and probably just done like that right there, but you know, overall, I still like it. I still think it's a good picture, or it's an okay picture, I should say. Not like super duper good, but it's an okay one. So here's our B. The B is a dolly, or like the you know. So actually, let me draw it real quick. So, well, that's the B right there. Realistically, I probably should have picked a different background because this can be somewhat distracting, right? All this right here, I probably should have just did it somewhere else, but the letter, I like the letter. So alright, so the C is essentially it's like a plastic chair outside the office for work. So there's that. I probably should have did something entirely different because it does blend in with the background because it's a white chair. It's a dirty white chair, but it's a white chair, and so it does blend in. So, I mean, I think you get the gist, but it's not my favorite photo. This one right here is probably one of my favorite ones. This right here is above the kitchen light. It's the letter D, if I can draw. So, of course, it's not usually how the light looks. It's usually horizontal, but you got it. I mean, it's right there. It works. There's the D. So, the letter D. E ended up being like two letters one, essentially, and which we'll get to when we get later in the alphabet. But here's our E, lowercase e. It's a napkin holder, which you know, I liked it. You know, I really did enjoy finding that E. So the F, not a very good F. I will admit. The F. The idea for the F was to go from this part of the door frame right here. Hindsight for sure, like 100%, like it's not a very good F because you have all this, you know, this stuff in the background, you know. So definitely could have done a better F. The G, I could have did a better G because it is kind of awkward, but here's what's supposed to be the G. Like that, or even let me kind of erase like here. So not ideally the best G, but I think I probably could have done a better one, but I think it still kind of worked. So the H, I like the H. Should have framed it better because there's a lot of distracting stuff right here, like behind, or you get the refrigerator and all that, but here's supposed to be the H. It's supposed to actually be the supports of the chair, and so you know, I was kind of looking at, oh, you can make that an H. Probably could have did something different. Definitely should have framed the shot better, but what are you gonna do? So here's the I that I did. It ended up being a column for a bridge on campus. Yeah, I mean, essentially, I mean, you literally see the I right there. Yeah, not a lot. I mean, there's not really a crazy lot to say. So the J right here actually is for like a dinner bell, the striker for the dinner bell. As you can see, it's been used been used a lot, I guess you could say. But there's the J right there. So the K is probably one of the more favorite ones to find, because of just how I like looking at just like random things around the office. But it's a shelf that has vertical, like has support. So the shelf is just a straight, and then the connecting parts of the K or the supports, and then, you know, the background. I probably should have trimmed some of this stuff off on this right side, but you get the K way better than some of the other letters. So the L, I really like the L just because it's a simple bench. Probably should have, like that. That's the chair, quite literally, for the C, and then that's the door for the F back there. So should have probably moved it and probably just did the wall, but you get the L right there. So the M, I like the M. It was a challenging one to kind of frame up just because of where it was at. It was like a facade, and so there's the M right there. I like it. You know, probably should have framed it better, but oh well. The N is another shelf in the warehouse section of the office. So right there. I may have done with a better background, getting a piece of cardboard back there to kind of just keep all this noise back here away, but you get the gist of it, I think. The O was probably like was the easiest one to shoot, but it was probably one of my most favorite, just because I was like, oh, that's literally the first letter I thought of when we got this project, because it's the half bathroom on the house has a window, and it's an O right there like that. So yeah. The P, oh wait, what happened? The P, I should have moved it over on the counter, because I think the outlet and the oven is somewhat distracting. But the P is just like a, you know, a strainer, and right there, you know. The Q, I like the Q. I should have did a little more focus on the Q, I guess, because you know, you have it right here, but the background is very, I think, distracting, and it's not framed very evenly. It's kind of awkward. So I like the letter, I just don't like the background. The R was, I think, the light post in front of the house. I mean, it's simple right there, it works. So here's the S. So the S, like I said, the S was one for the E. So if you look at the bottom, here's the E right there, right? And so let's get a different color. And so here's the S, right there. And so it's, like I said, it's a napkin holder essentially, but I mean, it works, right? I probably should have moved the napkin over some more, so where you didn't have this kind of line right here. But you know, I think it's okay. The T was on campus. I know that for sure, because I was losing daylight. You know, some more light post right there. Bam, T. The U is an end table we have here at the house. I like it. I just left side of the U probably should have been something different. Probably should have been better, but I think you get the you know, the look of it, I think. The V was probably like, it was like one of the like first shots I did. It was on campus. So you actually have two V's. You have this one right here. You also have this one right here. I probably could have got away with the Y right there too, if you get rid of this, or if you get rid of this. Probably would have been a better Y, but you know, I like the V. The W, I love the W just because of how I found it. Right, just like that. Just walking to class in the salt right there, and I was like, oh, that's a W right there. That's pretty cool. The X is another shelf at work with stuff behind it. Simple. The Y is, and we have a rug in the family room now, and I was looking and I was like, oh, there's a Y right there. And, you know, I probably should have did something different, but I think you get the gist of the Y like that. So, and then the last one, the Z, is another one on the rug, but it's right there like that. So there's the alphabet and random shapes and stuff. So yeah. So that was a project we did at the beginning of photography, especially before everything happened, before the quarantines happened. So I want to issue a challenge for people that are watching. I want you guys to find objects of letters in your house, in your yard, wherever you can, and see if you guys, what you can find, because once you do it the first time, you just see it kind of all the time, So, so I think that's it for the video. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed watching the video and stay till the end, definitely hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, leave a comment below. I do read the comments below, so definitely leave a comment. If you want to follow me on social media, those links are in the description below as well. I will be putting my personal Instagram and Twitter on there too, in case you guys want to follow me there. And on one more note before we leave, I will be actually making videos on CD2 Films on the other channels that I've kind of left to the wayside. And so if you guys watched before and were like, whoa, you just kind of whatever, or if you're just tuned in, thank you guys for checking out the videos. I'll catch you guys next time.